Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be going over my deck collection. Now this is going to be part one of the deck collection. These decks are going to be the decks I use for YouTube. Part two will be going over decks that are collectors. So decks that you can't really use for Magic, but you put them aside. It will make sense in the part two. Now, I'm not going to go over reviews of any of these decks because then the video would be way too long. However, I do have reviews on a good chunk of these. So, as we go through, I will let you know what decks I do and don't have reviews on, but I will show you the box and the back design, and the reviews for the decks will be in the description. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the deck collection. So the first deck here I do have a review on are the Black Artisans. So there are two types of artisans that I know of and that I have, the white and the black. These just happen to be the black. The white artisans I have as a collectors in the next video, just because they're so old, I don't actually use them anymore. But these I actually do use at times. So these are the black artisans. The next deck I have, which I think is one of many colors, is the High Victorian, and they look like the green just because the tuck case is green. I could be wrong, however, because if you open up the box, okay, and you take out the cards, as you can tell, they're actually gray. They might be a green, but they look gray to me. So I do have a review on these as well. These I actually don't use all that much. The next deck, which I have a deck review on, I actually won as part of a giveaway. These are the Camp 52 Dystopian cards, first edition by Kevin Booth. So I will link Kevin's channel in the description. And if there are any decks by any YouTubers I show, if I can remember, I will go and link it in the description. So this is a really nice deck, and I don't think you can get these anymore. When I looked on his website, it said they were sold out. But I'm not too sure. That could have changed. But this is a very nice deck. And the last deck starting off so far is gonna be the Marvel Theory 11 Avengers. So if you're into superheroes or anything of that nature, this is a very nice deck. Just because it has all superhero themes, that back design right there may be hard to see, but it has some superhero logos. And obviously, each of the courts are gonna have a superhero on it. So like Black Panther for King of Diamonds. So this is another nice deck, which I would recommend picking up if you can. So the next deck here, you can either buy both decks together, or you can only buy one, and then you can buy the other one later if you so choose. But it's gonna be the Avery deck. Now this deck is based around birds because Avery has to do with birds. And so this is one of two colors that I have. If there are other colors, I don't know because I haven't seen them anywhere, and it's hard to even find these online. However, I will link a few magic shops in the description so you can go and look up these decks. If I get the time, I may actually put the name of each of these decks in the description as well. This is the other color of the Avery deck. And I do have reviews on these. So far I have reviews on all of these decks that I'm showing you. The next deck, which I do have a deck review on, is Elvis Presley. This is a really nice deck. So if you're into music, Elvis, whatever the case, this is a really nice deck to get your hands on. It's one of I would say it's one of the newer releases. Oh, that's my phone. Let me turn that down. Okay, let's see if that does anything. But like I was saying, I believe this is one of the newer releases of Theory 11. The next deck I thought I had a review on, but I just can't seem to find the video, is the Canis Lupus deck by Card Mechanic. Now, this is just the deck itself. It's not the Amethyst edition, which is the signed edition with the package of Amethyst gems. However, I do have that deck as well, but I don't use it, obviously because it's signed. I would rather just pick up another one of these. And so I thought I had a review on these, but I guess I don't. So if you would like to see a deck review on the Canis Lupus playing cards, let me know. Leave a comment in the description. But if I can find the deck review video, I will obviously link it in the playlist. So that does it for that set. So the next two decks, you could, I don't know if you can get these anymore. You could buy separate or, excuse me there, or if you were keeping up with updates, you could buy both of them. Okay, so the Rise Magic First Edition. I do have a deck review on these, obviously, because these were such a limited run. I don't know if you can get these anymore. So this is a very nice deck. If you can get your hands on it, I would recommend doing so. And the next edition, the second edition, the newest one, I like even more, but the playing card company messed it up. So this was supposed to be a marked deck. Now, never on the channel would I reveal the markings, but the markings actually, you can't really use the markings because the company messed up on them. So for a good amount of the cards, they don't have any markings. So that really stinks, but what are you gonna do? But still a nice deck otherwise than that. And something else they also messed up on it, which I will show you really quick. So I will take out the two black threes right there. Okay, so really quick, if you look at the three of spades, you can tell that the top pip here, or the first pip, has a design like it's supposed to. However, if you look at this, pip. May be hard to tell, but this second pip right here has the design behind it. If my hand can keep still, I think right there you can tell. So it's not supposed to go like that. The pip is supposed to be right there, but obviously that's not gonna be the case. So there's that, but still a nice deck regardless. So the next deck I have a review on is the deck starter. So if we open up this deck, and it says this is limited edition, so I don't know, because some of these decks I won in a giveaway, like the Camp 52 Dystopian deck, the red edition. I also won this deck in a giveaway, and I also have a review on it. So I guess I'll let you know what decks I won in giveaways too. And then I have a review on the Navigators. This is just a very nice deck all around. So if we open it up, you're going to see the back design here matches the back design of the cards. And that will usually be the case. So it's a very nice deck. So that does it for this section. Let's go ahead and get right into the next section. So the next one is the Sea Green Keepers. Now, the first time I bought the Keepers, I bought them because I heard they were marked, and I just went for the Green Keepers. It turns out the Green Keepers are not marked. So, with my luck, I would buy the only Keepers that's not marked. But otherwise than that, which is really a shame, it's a really nice deck. Don't even like the color green, but I like green on here, so there you go. The next deck, which I do have a review on, Bicycle Emoji. So this is going to be a deck which the back design is just going to be a bunch of emojis. So if we take these out, you can see right here, all of the cards are gonna be emoji. Okay, so, may be hard to see, but you can check out the deck review video. So the next deck, which I actually won 3 decks, and I believe I have these lined up, 1, 2, 3. So there's not any decks in between I didn't win. But anyway, I won these 3 decks from Ever So Slight. There were 2 groups, 2 winners. I was one of the winners. So this is the first edition of the Polyantha. Now I call it Black Polyantha just because this is black. I'm not too sure if that is the name, but there you go. So this is a really nice deck, and it's actually borderless, it looks like, so there's no white border on the outside. Another reason I call this the Black Polyantha, every card is gonna be black, okay? So there's actually no red whatsoever, which is really different. So it may be hard if you're a spectator, participant, whoever is not familiar with cards, that may be a little difficult, but they're really good with cards. They should be able to tell. And you should know a heart is red and a diamond. You may not know, but you should at least know a heart is red. Anyway, the next deck is the first the first edition of the Twisted Artistry by Terry 80 Addy. I'm probably saying that wrong, but this is another borderless deck. But at least the reds are red on here. Nothing wrong with the first deck, but this one is just as nice as well. And the last deck, once I put these back, so Twisted Artistry, which I really love, along with Polyantha, and this actually comes with a really cool gimmick. So make sure you check out that deck review video, because it's a really nice deck regardless. But a little tip I do is if you have a deck that's one colorway, I actually go over each of the cards a couple of times before I perform, just so they know what each card is. But anyway, the last deck I won as part of the giveaway, Autism Speaks, a very nice deck, and I believe this was on Kickstarter. So there's that for you. So it has the Autism a Puzzle Piece logo, which used to be their symbol. Now it's the infinity sign. But this is actually really cool. I don't know how well the infinity sign would have been if they had made it today, but the puzzle piece is really nice. So the next deck I won as sort of a giveaway because I had signed up for something was the Red Remedies by Card Mechanic. So once again, another deck by Card Mechanic. I won a couple of decks from him. I also won the Deck Starter by Card Mechanic, in case I didn't mention that. But these are really nice. That red I absolutely love. And obviously he signed it. That was optional, but I wasn't going to give up a signature whatsoever. So I don't use this deck as much for YouTube, but I use it a couple of times. The next deck, which I just bought, was Bicycle 1885. I wasn't too sure how to really take this deck when I bought it, but it's actually not too bad. Okay, so it's actually quite cool. I really like that back design on it, along with that yellow. And each of the pips are gonna be different, along with the court cards. So there's just one example right there. A lot bigger, too, than a bicycle court. And the last deck, which I had picked up from my local Walmart ages ago, which I can't find anymore, looks like what's to me a brown bicycle standard. Okay, so this one I barely use, if at all, just because I can't find it anywhere. But it's actually really neat. So you can see that back design is going to be bicycle standard, but the color is different. And obviously that blue's going to be different. So it's going to be like a brown and sort of like a sea blue or teal blue. I could be wrong. Reds are darker, however. Okay, so what is going on with you? Okay, there we go. The next deck, which I had bought as sort of a pre-order, are the Dead Hands by Xavier Spade. So these I've used way too much, just because I really like them. That back design I really love. So as you can tell, it's not a bicycle deck by any means, and the color wave design even gives that away, because everything's a lot darker. Very nice deck. The next deck I received as part of a Christmas. A few of these decks I received as part of Christmas would be the Keepers and probably other ones. The Elvis I got as part of my birthday, but here's one I got for either Christmas or birthday. It's the Leo deck. This one I have a deck review on, along with the Dead Hands, and I don't think the 1885s. I don't think the Brown. I think I do on the Remedies. The Speaks I do, however, and these I have a review on. So that's a very nice purple starting off. And the thing with this deck, I don't know how much I like it, because if it chips on the side, you could potentially tell. But it's all purple, so I don't use it that much, just for that reason alone. But it's very nice to have. The next deck I used way too much. I received as part of Christmas one time. I do have a deck review on these. I need to pick up another one of these. Is the Blue Empire Bloodlines. This box is gonna fall apart if I use this anymore. So I'm very careful with it. But these are just really nice, along with that blue border on the side. How it goes all the way around. It's just really nice. And there's also a green border. Okay, so it's on the face here. Maybe hard to see. Uh, Kind of hard. Think you can barely see it. But this is really nice because all of the reds are actually blue. And then each of the courts and the cards in general are just different. The next deck, which you can either buy one or two, which I do have a review on, which I bought, so I didn't receive at any time, is this really neat a bicycle deck. At first, I thought it was a 7-Eleven deck, just because of how it looks, but it's not. So it's just going to be this deck. So it's going to be a darker red from the looks of it. And if you look right here, you can see how different it is. The next deck I will show you in a couple of seconds here. Okay, it's gonna be a bicycle deck. It's gonna be a black one. So if we open up this one, you can see right here it's gonna be black, and it's gonna be the same as the other deck, except this one is black. So this next deck I have a review on, along with these bicycle ones, by the way. This one I received as a Christmas present. So it's really, really one of my favorites. It's called Run, okay? And this one has a really nice gimmicked effect that comes with it, which I may actually perform someday, but obviously not teach it, just because you need. Okay, so that tells you how to go to the tutorial. So I may perform the gimmick effect but not teach it, just because you need to buy the deck if you want to perform it. And I do that with all of the gimmick effects, not just this one. But this is a really, really nice one. I love how the box opens up on the side. So that's really different compared to the other ones. The next deck I received as Christmas. A lot of these I received for Christmas. I have a deck review on are the Super Bees. Now these are a little hard to tell what suits are which, so I will go over that really quick in case anyone may pick up a Super Bee, has a Super Bee, whatever. So we will start here. So this is a club, okay? So think a chaste order, CHSD. This is the C for chaste. This is the heart, so this is the H. This is the spade, so this is S. I'll turn it this way. And not the best card to show for a diamond, but that would be the D. So, this is the Super Bees. I don't want to spend too long on it. And the last deck, which I think Christmas I got, and I have a deck review on, are the Odyssey. These are quite different, first of all. But I actually do like them. Each court card is gonna represent something different. So you do get a piece of paper with it that tells you what each court card actually means. So the next set of decks, this one I did not receive for Christmas, but I do have a deck review on it, is the blue original circleback Tally Hose. This is a really cool one. So Tally Hose are always great if you can pick them up. And this is no exception. It's really great as well. So make sure you pick up a Tally Ho if you don't. I used to own a Phoenix deck, but I don't own that anymore, which is a shame. So the next deck, I don't remember, if I'm being honest, how I received it. I think I probably got it, and I don't have a deck review on it. Just because it's a black bicycle standard, I thought there was no reason to review it, just because everyone knows bicycle. But if you need a deck review on it, I can show you the cards I have here. I don't know if I have jokers or ad cards, just because I've used this quite a few times, even in real life at times, and then I just put it away. The next deck I won from Card Mechanic as part of a 3-deck giveaway, and I also have a, what do you call it? I have a deck review on it. So I think I won this as part of the deck starter giveaway. So this is the Lady Moons. If I come across the 3rd deck, I will actually tell you what it is. So this one, I don't really know how to feel about it. I like it, but all the court cards, I just really don't know how to feel about it. So I'll just give you a quick look. Okay, so the reds aren't going to be red, and each of the chords are going to be a different design, but they're all women. Nothing wrong with that. I just guess I don't understand the designs or something, but it's a really pretty deck once you sit down and look at it. I don't really know what Lady Moon means, if anything. Even the aces are different. But this one I use a couple of times on YouTube. So there's the Lady Moons. It's a nice deck. This deck I received for Christmas, and I do have a review on it. The Black Seafarers. So if we open up this, here is the back design. This is just a neat deck all the way around. Not to say all the other decks aren't cool, but this is a really nice one. So Seafarers, which is nice. Lady Moon, which I would recommend picking up this deck anyway if you can, because it's still a really nice deck regardless, and it's by Art of Play, which is a really, really nice shop. So the next deck I received for Christmas, I have a deck review on. Bicycle Dragon. Boy, this one is one of my favorites. So if we open up this one, the back design is going to be all, how snappy that is, but all the back design is going to be dragon, and all of the courts going to have something to do with a dragon. So if we, where's the courts? They're all the way at the top. That's weird. But they're going to be like knights in armor, which is really neat. Don't remember what I was doing here to have all the courts this way. But as you can see, really nice. The next deck I have a review on, I received for Christmas. This is different than the rest. So this is called Vanity 41. It opens up from the bottom, and it's also gilded on the edge. So it's actually shiny, and it feels different. And it handles different, as you can tell. But this is a really nice one. Okay, it's different, but it's nice. Because each card is going to represent something different. It's like there's 7 cats for the 7 of diamonds. There's 7 frogs. Okay, that's upside down. 7 frogs. Just a really nice deck in general. The next deck, which I do have reviews on, I actually bought. You can buy one or both. But it's going to be the Bicycle Red Victor's back. Reminds me of almost the Bicycle Cyclist deck. So if you know that one by any chance, the face design, the quartz and the faces remind me of it. But here's the back design. And the other deck, which you can get with it, if I can put these away. Okay. Gonna be, excuse me, the blue bicycle deck. Right here. And the faces are gonna be the same, except the back design is gonna be blue. Okay, almost done. We have 3 more groups of 4 decks each, and 1 more on the side here. You may be able to see some of it right here, which I'm touching, but we're almost done. So the next deck, which I actually bought before, and I received a second one for Christmas, is the Bicycle Zero Gravity. This is a really nice one. So if you're into space, astronomy, whatever the case, this is a really nice one for you to get. So it's going to have 2 spaceships or rocket ships, and the colors are going to be different. Each of the aces are going to have something to do with space. The reds are going to be dark red, and the greens at a certain angle, or the blacks, almost look like green. Okay, but regardless, it's a very nice deck, and the courts are different. So the last deck, I had one from Card Mechanic, which I have a review on YouTube as part of the Lady Moon and the deck starter, are the Avocardos. So this, I believe, is a limited run. There's a QR code on the back. Not too sure what that is, but this is first edition of 3000. So we open up this deck. So it has to do with avocados. Okay, so it's a really nice deck, but I don't use it as much as I should just because it says it's limited. But everything court card and ace wise has to do with avocados. Okay, so that's really nice. The next deck I got for Christmas gonna be the Helians. I have a deck review on these, and these are really nice too. Okay, these are one of my favorites. Opens up from the bottom, which I like, from Illusionist. Illusionist is really good because they have really nice cards, but they're really cheap. And if you use the code Sean Divine, you will get 10% off your order. I will link that in the description. I'm not paid to say that, but Sean's just a really good friend with an excellent channel. So make sure you give him a subscribe and tell him John sent you, JOHN. Or you can just put my YouTube username. He'll know who I am. But anyway, it's a really nice deck. I believe that coupon code goes on forever, so it never expires, which is another great thing. So for holidays, birthdays, whatever the case, you can get a little money off. I believe it also benefits Sean too. But anyway, I would recommend picking up this deck with that coupon code if you're going to pick up any deck. I think this is the only deck I own from Illusionist. In the last deck, I won from a giveaway. I have a deck review on. I gave this person so many shoutouts in the past. Here's another shoutout, Robert Ball Magician. Go and subscribe to him, channel in the description. Tell him John, JOHN, or Fading Ace. Also, you could do it for Sean, but he sent you as well. And Robert's going to do a giveaway. I believe, I could be wrong, but subscribe to him regardless at 1,500 subscribers. So if you want to get in on the giveaway when he hits 15, subscribe, click that notification bell for all uploads and subscribe to him or check him out. Still subscribe regardless. But anyway, this is the vintage label deck. I believe there's more than one color, but this is the black. This was the second place prize, actually, for one of his giveaways. So I was really surprised I had won. But then at second place, that really blew me out of the water. So, anyway, this is a very nice deck. And I actually use this quite a few times, but I'm cutting back on it just because I don't want to use it too many times. I want to make sure I can still use it in the future. So, there's 2 more rows here, so we're almost done. 40 minutes in. Wow. So if I did deck reviews for each of these, we'd still be at the first row. This, don't remember if I have a deck review on. I actually bought these. These are capital cards. Okay. So these are really nice. I don't use these as much, but regardless, these are still nice. So if you're into history, presidential history like I am, whatever the case, these are really nice to have. That ace, my goodness, is just amazing. So, capital. The next deck I received for Christmas at one time, I have a deck review on it, are bicycle cats. So these, excuse me, these are all about cats. Okay, so these are really nice. So if you like cats any and you're on Instagram, make sure you go and subscribe to this cat named Oliver in a Stroller on Instagram. Okay, he's also on TikTok and he does have some videos on YouTube. He's just this really nice white cat, which he goes on different trips and stuff, and I think you should really subscribe to him. So I will leave his stuff in the description so you can go and follow him as well. So Oliver in a Stroller on Instagram, and then there's Oliver Travels on YouTube and TikTok. He's actually my cat, so there's a little shout out for myself there. But yeah, everyone said he should be on social media because of the trips he goes on. So make sure you subscribe to him if you like cats and if you're on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. So, the next deck, there's 2 of them. I have deck reviews on these. I bought them. The Black Star Wars. This is just one of many colors. Okay, so I have the black and the white. I believe there's red and blue, but I don't have those yet. I may pick them up just because I like picking up, what's the word, like series of cards, if that makes sense. But this is one of the decks here. So here's the black edition, and these have to do with Star Wars characters. And then here's the white edition. So there's going to be a lot of stuff in the description for you to check out, but make sure you do it while you can. And then there is the white edition here. So the faces are going to be the same, except the back design is different. Okay, we are finally on the last row, and then we have one more deck. So this deck, I had won as part of a giveaway. I had won a different deck, but then I got sent this deck, which is just as nice. This is the Black Camp 52 Dystopian deck, newest edition by Cabin Booth, signed. Just because there's one deck here, I don't use it a lot. Just because I would buy 2 decks, but this is a really nice deck regardless. So as you can tell, it's like the red deck, but instead it's black, 2nd edition, and there's Cabin, Jack of Diamonds, but everything is gonna be the same. Subscribe to Cabin if I didn't mention that. Channel in the description. The next deck I actually bought, I did a deck review on it. Bicycle Mystical. Kind of neat. Bicycle Mystical. Anyway, I don't use these because they're actually newer cards. But if I open these up, that back design, really neat. Look at that. Obviously, the ace is really cool. But yeah, there's that deck. The next 2 decks I got for Christmas recently. I have deck reviews on these. This is one of many colors of Harry Potter. This is the red. So whatever the red edition is, I don't keep up with Harry Potter. But this is a nice deck, which I have. So I'll show you the back design. Red's my favorite color, so that's why I got red for Christmas. But I don't know anything about Harry Potter. So if you know what the red deck is, let me know. Because I read up on Theory 11. Different colors mean different things to do with Harry Potter. I'm just too lazy to go on Theory 11 and try to find out. So the next deck, the second final one I got for Christmas, I have a deck review on this. Bicycle Scorpion. Now, the thing with this one is I barely use this, but you wouldn't know, but you would think otherwise because it's chipped on the side. So it's actually white. Because these are all black, some of the cards may chip on the side or peel off and reveal white, which I don't like, but still a nice deck regardless. And the final deck, told you there was a lot, and if I didn't, now I did. I received as a gift from someone at my college I just graduated from, and I have a deck review on these. Not bicycle, just piracy. These are a newer edition, but they're really nice. You can see right there the back design. And that is my deck review video. So almost 50 minutes. So this is part 1 of my deck review video. I hope you really enjoyed this. Now, a week from when this video is uploaded, so this is going to be uploaded on a Wednesday, regardless of whether the description is filled out or not. But a week from today, I'm going to do part 2 of my deck collection, and then that will be it. But I hope you really enjoyed this. I like to update my collection when I get a bunch of new decks in. And I just happened, as you can see, I got new decks, so I wanted to do this as quick as I could. So I hope you really enjoyed this. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if the description is not filled out at all, or if everything isn't in the description, like I said it was gonna be, it will eventually be in there. There's just a lot to put in the description. But regardless, I will get that description filled out. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.